And I would like to introduce our first speaker, Rachel Wanitik, who will be speaking on cakes and ale, finding common ground flour.
Are you pulling the cake? Do you want your circle? Should we make an announcement about turning stuff on? It's nice I couldn't hear it.
There'll be a finishing one that you'll probably catch the yeah, so I'm here to talk about cakes and ale, which is very similar to challah and wine or the wafer and wine. Lots of religions have this as part of their ritual, and I just wanted to make people aware of cake in other people's practices. So I have here a few things to pass around. This is the calendar, the wheel of the year for people who practice neo-paganism, which is not about baby sacrifice. Get that out of your head.
Not even a little?
Not even a little. Cake sacrifice. I know! Who knew? We left ours at home. But, so this is the calendar. Feel free to pass it around. And
already sacrificed him.
And I made a calendar to merge the Jewish calendar and the Pagan calendar to show you the comparisons of these religions. I studied, I took a religious studies course in
Comparative religion?
yes, comparative religion, but here they call it religious studies at Hebrew U. And I unfortunately didn't get to tap into this as much as I would have liked.
Do we have to unscramble these, or are these real words?
Those are real words. they look like that. That's
They
very
don't
funny.
like real words in this.
So here's the comparative calendar, and this my husband printed out about determining which religion you should follow. Okay.
Is it a flow chart?
It's a flow chart.
That's so cool.
I could read it out, but that wouldn't
flowchart.
be well. Maybe I will. How many gods do you want to worship? A ton of them, one or none?
A ton.
A ton. Do you want to be reincarnated?
Yes.
Do you own a black cat?
Yes.
You should be a Wiccan if you own a black cat. I was going to bring my black cat, but I didn't. So you can pass this around and choose your religion. And yeah, so basically I just wanted to tell you a little bit about cakes and ale. It's the most common performed ritual within witchcraft. Wicca, witchcraft means wisdom. And it's an ancient practice. And get this, their gatherings happen on a Sabbath. Oh, what does that sound like? And the Christians, as we might know or not know, have the blood and body, the transubstantiation. Most people here, I don't actually know what people are practicing, but I'm going to go with Jewish. We have Kiddush and we have Hamotzi, and bread and ale, all of those food things are interchangeable. So you have cake instead of bread. Sometimes you even have water, which is a very holy beverage. It is, I don't know, I was brought up with it as a holy beverage. Cake can be bread, cake, cookies, crackers, or even fruit. Here I know that we're very focused on the cake part, and that's great. And Sabbath is from the Greek, which means to rest. Again. So there's seasonal celebrations, and I just wanted to go over the calendar, and then I think we should get back to cake. But I brought a lovely little sun thing. The reason I made a cake that is too dry. I should have added a little bit more milk. It's the returning sun spice cake, which is one of the cakes that they would make for this time of year in bulk, which is compared to Tu B'Shvat. Because now is the time of year that the sun is returning and the days are getting longer, and it's all about harvest festivals and agriculture, and the Jews have that a lot in everything, in Sukkot, in Shavuot. If you think about all the origins of these holidays, they're all nature-based, earth-based practices. Okay, so for anyone who didn't get the calendar, you can see Imbolc is Tu B'Shvat. The next holiday coming up is Ostara, which is Pesach. Beltane, Lag BaOmer, there's a big fire.
Did they steal that from us, or did we steal that from them?
Well, they kind of came first, I think. Believe it or not, because the whole multi-gods, yes.
But weren't they in a completely different region?
They were, and that does actually come up. I have this lovely book, I actually know the author, Magical Judaism, and she talks all about comparing the different religions. And give me the context again, I went off.
Different regions.
Different regions, yeah, so a lot of Wicca, the Druids and there's another group also, were practicing in England. But there are other kinds of pagan religions all around the planet. So the people, like here, we're practicing Tu B'Shvat because this is when the Shkei D'Yah is parachading, correct? So, but the sun is still coming back because that's what we're talking about.
The Norse were the others.
Not
Norse, okay, yeah.
Norse were in the same region though.
Right. Beltane Lag BaOmer, Litha, Shavuot, Lamis Tisha B'Av, Mabon Rosh Hashanah, Samhain, which people used to practice in the States as Halloween, which is the non-religious way of practicing, is actually their most, what's the word? Sacred, their most sacred holiday in the neo-pagan religion, which we can compare to Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, the thinness between the worlds. We're davening in shul and talking to God, and the walls are closing from the heavens, and there is the other side with Samhain, and then Yule, Hanukkah, you might have also heard Yuletide for Christmas. So those are all different comparisons. And yeah, so Returning of the Sun. I brought some books here if you'd like to reference some things in your free time.
Does it reference cake?
Reference cake?
Do these books reference cake?
Well, yeah, cakes and ale is mentioned in this one not so much, but this one talks about the agricultural connections for a lot of the holidays.
And wheat
that's
and
all
flour and wheat ale.
Right,
There you go,
it's
yeah.
very hard to have agriculture without cake.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to have cake with that.
Yeah, no, it's all okay, wait, and now I'm gonna play the closing song so everyone can hear it.
What's it called?
It's by the Youngbloods Get Together. One more verse, or one more phrase.
Those who are not Shemer Nagia should link arms.
Hi.
Lighters? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Thank you.
That was very informative, and we appreciate it. Well researched, too.
Yes.
Books.